Hey everyone, welcome back. So today I'm at London Heathrow Terminal 5 to travel to Los Angeles on British Airways business class. I've travelled with British Airways before and I haven't had the best experience, and business class on British Airways is fairly pricey, so let's hope it's worth it. I've seen mixed reviews. I'm looking forward to it. It should be around about an 8-hour flight, so let's go check in and check out the business class lounge. Come on. I've only travelled through Terminal 5 a few times in my life, and what I find really strange about it is how quiet it is. I mean, like, for a busy airport, I mean, I'm not just talking about tannoy announcements, I'm just talking about like people talking and stuff like that. It's just really quiet, really simply laid out. I think I was checking the boards and I am checking in at C. The first one I see is out of order. You could not make it up. The second one. Are they all out of order? Why don't they just say it? Third time lucky. Excuse me, are any of these working? You do have to laugh. None of those are working. The app isn't working correctly because I can't get my boarding pass, so instead of doing bag drop easily, I've kind of got to go to these little check-in terminals. Let's see. Hopefully it's smoother from here. Hello, good morning.
Hello, right?
Yeah, just checking in, please.
Yeah, no, it's just a passport. Where are you off to?
Los Angeles.
The fast track is in the corner, down the far end. You're going from the B gates.
Yeah.
I highly recommend just go straight there because there's the lounge at B. It's nicer, it's quieter, and you're right next to your gate.
So with my business class seat, I do get fast track security, although security isn't too busy today, but we'll might as well make use of it. Well, security wasn't too bad. Right, let's check out the lounges. This actually tells you which lounge is busy and which lounge isn't. I don't know which one I'm allowed to go in, which one I can't. I take it I can't go into the first, so he said that one at B gate is less busy, so let's head there, shall we? It's a Sunday. Look how busy it is. Crazy. Wow, look at that. Never seen that in duty free before. That's pretty. Let's check my flight is on time, hopefully. So it's 11:40 Los Angeles. No information just yet. So hang on. So lounge south, lounge north. I'm so confused. Hang on.
Please make your way to gate.
Let's see if this works.
As your flight is now closing.
Just as I go to scan it, it's gone off. I can't be bothered to wait. Can I find someone to ask?
15 minutes later.
So that's the South Lounge. I can't find anybody to ask. Let's just go down here. I've never been so confused trying to find a lounge. The B and C gate should use the lounge facilities in the B gates area. I'm a little bit gutted. I've probably got around about 30 minutes in this lounge, if that, because I was delayed coming to the airport because of traffic, but just getting through security and waiting for this train, I might be able to grab a coffee. Wow, there is some real nasty people. I don't know if you heard that. As I was literally getting off the train, someone barged me out the way and then told me to F off. Do you know what? People have been so polite at Heathrow. I've never come across so many moody people and angry people as I have done today. So I hope this is it up here. Hiya. Does it matter which side?
No, it all needs to.
Oh, cookies. I think this one's a pretty small lounge. Funky bar. Look at all the beer. Premium spirits. Oh, they do a hot breakfast. Oh, they look nice. Well, I managed to get a seat, luckily. I tell you what, the moodiness of everyone that I've come into contact today has really bummed me out. So when I walked into the lounge, the staff pretty much looked miserable, and even though it said this lounge wasn't that full on the screens, it is absolutely jam-packed, and it is a little bit confusing knowing which lounge to go to and which lounge is best. If you've done it before, do let me know in the comments. Probably got about 15 minutes now. The only good thing about coming to this lounge is that we board directly from the lounge, I think. Now tell me if I'm wrong, I thought that normally when you're in one of the lounges you get a better Wi-Fi, but here I'm just on the normal Heathrow Wi-Fi, so I'm actually uploading a video to YouTube right now, and I've got to use my own data on my phone because obviously the Wi-Fi signal in here is not very good. Check out the champagne bar. Whispering Angel, never heard of that before. Bit dry first thing in the morning. Do you know what's really interesting is this particular business lounge is absolutely packed, and if you think about it, the people that are in here are going on a business class flight. Think about the average seat is around about £3,000 to £4,000, and this lounge is full, and the 4 other lounges are also full, and I believe the flight to Los Angeles today on business is full. Well, I don't normally do this, but I thought I would give you the tour of the business class lounge toilet, and strangely it feels like you're already on board an aircraft. Is that a needle? Well, it wasn't the best experience in the world. I was just so surprised how busy that was. It wasn't the best lounge I've ever been to in the world. It was quite small. So I think we're about to board. Yes. So let's get on the aircraft. Hello.
For me.
Is this plane just business class or what? Feels like most of this plane is business class. 22A, here I am. Oh my god. So, as I was boarding, guess who I saw going into first class? If you remember the Transformer movies, Shia LaBeouf was in first class. I doubt I'll get to see him.
Are you related to Ryan Reynolds?
Am I? Do I look like him?
Yeah.
Do you think?
You don't look.
That's the first time I've ever heard that. Am I related to Ryan Reynolds? Gabby, you heard it here first. So the economy seating on this plane is so small. I think there's only like 7 or 8 rows of economy. The rest of it is premium economy and business. It's probably why business class lounge was so busy. Well, the seats actually really comfy. So they're semi-private. So you pull that across, but obviously you can still see everybody, but it's a bit more private when you lay down. 3 big windows to look out to, which is quite nice. At the moment it feels a little bit like Virgin Atlantic, but actually a little bit better. So I'm sure someone will tell me in the comments how new this plane is. It looks reasonably new, a little bit dated in places, but this is quite nice. A little vanity mirror and a little goodie bag. The white company. Eye patch. Some fluffy socks. Moisturiser, I think that's lip balm. Earplugs. And a little wooden toothbrush with toothpaste. Pop that in there. Headphones. Branding is on point there, look, for the logo. And I've just been given my menu for the food. I'm looking forward to the Great British tea as I land. I hope, anyway. Space-wise, though, there's loads of room under here. Giving me my essential information. 10-hour flight today. Nice leather though. If you're not familiar with business class, it's kind of like you need a little bit of an instruction guide of how to work everything, because it can get a little bit confusing. And you can also miss things as well, like this. If you open that up, I was just saying there was no control, but it's just here. So I can control the movies and my entertainment guide. Also call for service. It's quite handy actually, because you can charge your phone and just put it in this little bin. Plug socket, USB, more charging over there. Another bin here, put the headphones in there for now. I do love the seat belts though. They literally come over you like a car seat belt would. God, they really keep you in. God, they're very tight. Feels very weird to be having like a car seat belt on a flight. So we're about to take off and a little bit gutted, no welcome drink, which is a little bit of a shame, especially when you're spending this much money on a seat. I thought that'd be nice to have a welcome drink, but not on this flight. I wasn't the only person that didn't receive one either, someone else was moaning behind me. Just want to say a massive thank you to today's sponsor, Odoo. Odoo is a great platform to manage all of your website needs and your business all in one place. The first application on Odoo is free forever. I got started a couple of months ago with Odoo's great website builder, which is so easy to set up in 4 steps. The simplicity of this website is great, so I want a new page. All I need to do, grab a new template. It's as simple as dragging the building blocks from the menu onto your page. I can change the text, change the color. I can also animate the text to make it stand out a little bit more. I can change the photo, change the way it looks, animate it, and also add text. And another couple of great features is that you can see how your website will look on a mobile phone. The site is responsive with fonts and text, and you can change and adapt for your mobile phone audience too. Also, I customized a block, and you can actually save this by default and easily reuse it on other pages. Go and check out Odoo today using my link in the description to get started with your first application for free. You'll get lifetime support, unlimited hosting, and a custom domain name offered free for the first year. So thanks to Odoo for sponsoring today's video. So a bit of a random one. Tell me in the comments who's in the right here. So I've got 3 windows and the lady behind me has reached through and shut my window blind. Who's in the right? Or is that my window? I've seen YouTube videos online where people are arguing about this. I can't be bothered, so I'll probably just leave it shut. But tell me in the comments what you think. Just received the hot towel. Goes cold quite quick, doesn't it? Don't really need one, but you feel bad saying no thanks. Just gone for a cocktail, a cranberry blush, which is a refreshing and colourful mix of vodka, mandarin and orange, cranberry and a dash of spritz over ice. Well, that's nice that. No pretzels, savoury nuts. Love the crystal glass though. Let's get some lunch. I've gone for the Caesar salad to start with a side salad, which doesn't overly look that fresh actually, to be honest. and a bread roll. Tiny little knives, tiny little forks, and branding is on point there. I mean, you can't go wrong with the Caesar salad. Let's try the salmon. That is some good salmon. And the mashed potato, crunchy on top, lovely and soft and fluffy in the middle. Quite surprised because it doesn't overly look that great, but it tastes really nice. Dessert-wise, there's a choice of vanilla panna cotta, there's sticky toffee pudding, or a selection of cheeses and some fresh fruit. I've gone for the panna cotta, which actually does look pretty good. Oh, that's good. I shouldn't have taken such a big spoonful. I should have just taken tiny little bits. It would last longer. With the raspberry Kool-Aid as well, very nice. You know what it's time for? Let's do the toilet review. Which one? Left or, well, that one's occupied, so we'll go in here. To be honest, it's pretty standard. It's not overly that big. Some business class toilets are quite big, and considering this is in business stroke first. Now, bearing in mind this is only literally an hour into the flight, and it already looks a little bit grubby. Some hand balm, some luxury hand wash. What's that? Is that light? Oh, I think that's where flowers would have been. No LED touch display here, look. In fact, actually, I think fair to say I've seen better EasyJet toilets. So I've called for cabin crew twice now, and no one's ever come when I was eating my food, and now when I'm trying to set up the bed, so I thought I'll give it a go myself. Can't be that hard, surely. If I push this one. I think I've done it right. So that must go up there. There's this gap here for where the seatbelt is, I'm sure. Cushion, and then blanket. When you push the sliding door across, it does feel quite private. So I'm going to try and get a couple of hours sleep. I'm gutted because they don't do the cream tea here, which I was so looking forward to. British Airways cream tea was supposed to be really amazing, but they don't do it. Instead, it's just kind of like a normal meal service, so I might skip that and just have a cup of tea and the dessert. So I'll see you in a few hours. No. Well, I managed to get a couple of hours sleep. The bed was not comfy at all, especially the bit in the middle really stuck in my back. I found it better actually when I moved the bed kind of like up a little bit, so you kind of like semi-laying down, and then that was all right. So yeah, I've opted out for the next meal service because I'm not really that hungry. I've just gone for a coffee. They have given me some biscuits. I was a little bit gutted they don't have a cappuccino, but so we land in about an hour and 20 minutes. Hopefully it should be a smooth landing, fingers crossed. Tell me I'm not the only one that experiences this. Your flight is always freezing cold throughout the whole thing, and then an hour before you land it gets really hot. Is that just me that happens to? Maybe I get hot flushes, I don't know.
Thank you, cabin crew, for your hard work. That is the for landing. A very good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Los Angeles LAX Airport. Local time here is just gone 3 PM in the afternoon. Please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened until the seatbelt signs have been switched off.
Thank you. Wow, so that was a little bit of a nightmare. It took me around about an hour to get through Homeland Security, and they always make you feel like you're a criminal going through there. And then of course, it was really funny. They were just standing around talking while all these people are just waiting. And somebody said to me in the line, apparently they do that on purpose to try and get a rise out of you. Let me know if you've ever experienced that before, because I heard that from somebody else. So how much did it cost me to travel on the British Airways business class suites from London Heathrow to LA? It came to £3,319. Is it worth the money? The food was okay. I mean, the salmon was nice, but when you think about the price of it, you're like, wow. To be honest, halfway through the flight, I started getting the whole flu cold feeling and shivering, which wasn't very nice. It's typical. I've just arrived in LA. I've got the flu. So anyway, I'm going to go to the hotel and sleep it off. Please let me know in the comments about the window situation, right? Because there I am having kind of like 3 windows, 2 of which are definitely on my side, but that hand just kept coming through and closing it. It was really frustrating. I don't know about window etiquette. I'm sure there'll be 2 sides of the argument here. Some people saying yes, some people saying no. So do let me know in the comments. If you want to see Emirates first class, make sure you click the video here. Or do you fancy seeing me staying in the only hotel in the sky? Click the video here. Give the video a thumbs up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'll see you next time. Has anyone got any lemsip?